What's good people, Munroe here yet again with another Sunday upload. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different one. We're going to be doing some parkour, so please watch. And for those of you who don't know what parkour is, it's basically free running, so using your environment to try and basically maneuver and traverse around your urban environment. Amazing workout. And also I feel like as someone who goes to the gym, my actual ability to move freely is always quite restricted. So for me, this is going to be very hard, very challenging, but I've got an expert with me today in my little sister. Now, who is my little sister? Just have a look.
You get ahead. I work you 9 till 9 to win the bread. Get it up, get it up, get it off the floor. She flies, I'm jumping lady. Get it up some more. She flies, talking about London girls. Front in the sea, straight hot talking players. You can be those London girls. Hot on your feet.
What up YouTube? So we're here now. Today we've got Georgia here. This is my little sis who is a parkour gangster, and we're going to do some parkour. So please guys forgive me if I embarrass myself, but I'm going to give it a go. Okay, so what are we doing today, George?
Okay, so we're going to be using the space we have here to be running through some of the ways that myself or maybe other free runners, people who practice art de déplacement or even parkour, try to train outside. A lot of our movement is done outside, so we have to make use of our space. Another important thing about that is it's accessible for all. So for any of you who can't afford to go to the gyms or can only do a little bit of training in between your daily life, maybe the parks, the roads, the walls can be a place for you to also condition.
Exactly, so I'm looking forward to it. Guys, I am mostly into bodybuilding and training, as you can see from the rest of my videos. So forgive me if I'm a bit rusty, a bit rubbish, but I will try my best to keep up with my little sister. So let's go, first exercise.
So the first exercise I'm going to be showing you guys is called quadrupedi, but also we call this monkey walk. So a lot of our movement is also similar to animal movement. It's part of how we also move and use the sport. So the first one, quadrupedi, is going to be on hands and feet. You're going to try to walk across your ground, opposite hand, opposite foot. So I'll show you the front, forward, and back. From the side, forward, and back. Now the main points with this is one, you want to be as still as you can with your top half of your body. So core nice and engaged. Imagine if you had your favorite like tea set on your back. If you move or sway, it's going to drop off. So trying to keep your hips steady, back straight, and the only thing moving is your hands and feet.
Guys, that wasn't easy.
The next bit we're going to do is we're going to up it. So for those of you who feel comfortable doing this and you feel like, okay, I can go to the next level, we're going to add lots of resistance. So maybe in weight training, you have a certain way that you add more resistance to your body using the weights. Outside, we tend to not have weights and dumbbells, so we have to use each other. And that's where the community part of the training comes in. So I'm going to have Zach demonstrate the monkey walk, and I'm going to be the person adding resistance.
Right.
Are you ready?
Wish me luck, guys. Oh, like one of them robots, you know, Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, when they're like,
Hard, guys. It was very, very hard. Without any resistance, it's pretty hard. I feel like I'm at the novice level where I'm fine with no resistance. But once you add resistance, yeah, definitely multiplies the intensity. Okay, what are we doing next, sis?
So the next exercise we're going to do, we use this to train our core again, but also a way of moving through our arms we call the Kong or Pasture. So this kind of movement is here. This can take you really far in movement. You can get a lot of power out of it and you can get a lot of distance. But to do that you also need to train your body muscle memory. So the first step to this one is rabbits on the floor. So not using an object, same like we did with the monkey walk, you can do it in lines. Feet try to go between the hands. So here, reaching out forward, pulling with our hands and trying to get our feet there. Here, pull. Really important that you try to stay tucked and keep your knees together throughout the back. On the way back, hands, push back, hands. The next step, if you're feeling more comfortable, is trying to do it on something raised. So for this, you can pick any height you like, and we'll pick the best steps here. Same thing, we're trying to go hands on top first, feet through. Here, on top. For this, if you're not comfortable putting your foot through just yet, you can choose to do one, or you can even go to the side. So 1, 2, or to the side. The next step, if you're feeling comfortable getting on top and you've been working getting your feet further, the next part is to go over. So you're now doing the Pasture or the Kong. Here, everything's the same. We bring our arms in, try to pull them as much as we can and bring our legs through. Okay? If you want, you can even practice with lines and things like that. So say if I wanted to go over there. Yeah? So you can add a target for your feet if you like, but the main goal is to bring your arms all the way through to help your legs. So an important part with this as well is now you're landing on something, we have to be mindful of how much impact you're taking. So try to land onto the balls of your foot.
Just out here doing some parkour, guys. No worries.
The next thing we're going to do is a part of the climbing. So traversing makes up a big part of training as well. Sometimes you can't just use your power alone to get up something or just a vault. Sometimes you have to find ways to climb it. So we're going to be working on specifically with a pole. For this, again, we're bringing in what we did on the floor of opposite hand, opposite foot in the monkey, but now we're on a pole. So starting from the bottom, you can also start standing. That may feel a bit more comfortable, but if you want to try, you're going to start with one foot on, opposite hand, walk up the bar. Important thing with this is you want to stay close to the bar. So if I push really far away, it's going to make it really hard. Try to sink in and keep resisting the bar on the way.
What we do here is go back.
So maybe for those of you who do calisthenics or use bars, you'll be familiar with what's called a muscle up. A muscle up is when you start at the bottom, pull up all the way to the top, get your chest on and over. We use this also in parkour to try to get over walls. If I can't vault this thing, I need to find a way over. But the difference is we also use our legs. So on here, starting in what's called a cat leap position. So just like on the bar, you're sunk in, your arms are relaxed. From here, you're gonna push with your feet, try to get your hips up, and pull with your arms. Similarly, if it's hard to go from the bottom to the top, you can reverse it. So start in what we call waist cat. Let yourself go low, drop into cat leap. Okay, next step with this, if you're comfortable going all the way top to the waist cat, we're now going to try and get on top of it. We're actually trying to get on the wall. So here, start with your cat leap, pull, 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 up. From here, you're going to try to push up. So still using the wall, here and up. If you feel more comfortable, 2 feet. Up, jump in, cat leap. Okay, last one. So this one is going to be jumping. A lot of the time we are on our legs. We're going to be jumping from heights. We're going to be jumping to small surfaces. So our bodies have got to be ready to take that impact, but also dish out power. What we're going to be working on is called plyometrics. Maybe you've done them in gym, but we're going to be focusing on doing those on objects. So I'll start with just doing a basic one on the floor. The goal is to keep the energy going. So as soon as you stop, you lose momentum. So here, 1, 2. Okay. Again. So as soon as you're landing, your goal is to go again. Everything set to go. Zach is going to demonstrate a combo now with the things that he's been working on. Because after all, these are for movements. He's going to do it. Yeah, boy!
I nearly dropped.
Fuck it! Well done!
God damn it. You see my leg go that?
Yeah, my God.
And that, guys, is how it's done. Guys, I am absolutely shattered. Honestly speaking, I thought it would be a piece of cake. The catwalk, what are they called?
These ones?
No, the walks that we've done.
Monkey walk or quadruped?
The monkey walk, they were mad hard. So guys, if you can or if you want to do them, please give them a try. Georgia, thank you so much for showing us what it means to do parkour. It's not easy, guys. I think for people who do bodybuilding, we can get caught in the mind frame of just lift, lift, lift without having body functionality, and this definitely builds strength in a natural way. So George, anything you want to add?
Yeah, for any of you who are going to give this a go, I'd recommend finding a space you're comfortable with, because not just that, you're also outdoors. In gyms, they may be orientated to make it easier for you. The ground does not care. It may have glass, it may have different bits. So if you're giving this a go, take your time, find a space that works for you. If you have someone as well who can help motivate you in your training, that's going to help you loads. So if you want to have a look at some of the work that I do, you can have a look on my Instagram at Georgia_Munroe_PK. We'll put it in the comments section. You can likewise find me on Facebook or even on YouTube.
Cool, thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.